Hello, hello, hello. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope you are having a nice Sunday. I welcome you here for the next 1 hour for this yet another edition of question and answer session about love, life, and well being. Every Sunday, we go live around this time, and you can watch a repeat of this on our YouTube channel, Benjamin J.R. Bugonko, the previous Sunday sessions. If you're going to watch for the first time, I hope you will like this page, follow the page too, and in addition, subscribe to our YouTube channel. So welcome here. Feel free to ask your question and help me to share the video and also tagging your friends. Shameen, I've seen you. Saloki, thank you for tuning in. Jasmine, alive. Hey there, Jasmine. How are you doing? Maji Marefu, welcome. Thank you. Judy Ogola, hello there. Balin Nangemi, Yangoma Prudence. All right. Thank you so much for tagging your friend. You can tag your friend that you watched together with the previous Sunday sessions now, or you can share it to their inboxes. Moi Charles, hey there. Juliana. Balam Christopher, hey. What is your question today? What question do you have today that is bothering you and you want the other viewers to give you their opinions? Juliana, hi. Eliza Quamoz, hey there, Eliza. How are you doing? Carolina Denya, hi. Ekieni Kiawawa Susan, hi there. How are you? Masi Gavala, hi. I can see Nyanchami is watching from my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Hi there. I hope you're having a nice Sunday. Gendo Terry, hi. Who has the first question today? A question even a friend has asked you before. Sharifa Natukunda, hi. Margaret Njeri, hello. Asanya Soro, hi. Mambo poa. Namata Viola, hi. Azu Gisele, hello. I'm still waiting for the question. After the greetings, let me just sit here and wait for the first question. I've seen you, Shaz. Saran Jonjo. Hey, Lucy Gatheru. Hey, good afternoon to you. Carol Sante. Hey, hi. Master Steve, hello. Osike Abraham, hello. Who was the first question today? Continue sharing the video. Carol Sante has the first question. How do you deal with a stingy man? Wow. It's a very nice question. Ladies and gentlemen, how did you deal with a stingy husband? What did you do? Somebody respond to Carol Sante. And how did you deal with your stingy father or stingy brother? Men are men. We want to include our fathers, our grandfathers. They can be nice. Carol Sante, you mean how to deal with a stingy husband or a stingy boyfriend? One of the ways of dealing with a stingy person is just telling them, reminding them what you need or what you really want from them, so long as they have the money. And I believe that if a man has the money and loves and respects you, he will do anything. Otherwise, if he doesn't love you, then there are people who he can spend that money on. I'm just saying. So, Carol, be specific. How do you deal with a stingy man? Is our first question today. Daniel Kiri, I've seen you. Welcome to the show. Jacqueline Kayeke. Let me see the second question here. Charity watching from Zambia, Lusaka. Thank you so much for finding time to tune in. Joyce Rua, what dress code should you dress as a girl to meet a Christian man as the first date? Thank you for your question, Joyce Rua. Dress code for me is, I mentioned it last previous session. Wear something that is comfortable. Something that you don't have to keep on pulling. For me, it's always about comfort first. Yes, I can try to look fashionable, but if I'm wearing this V-neck, am I comfortable in it? This red cap. So if you're comfortable in your shoes, your hairstyle, it's not about a Christian man. It's just being comfortable and not revealing too much. If you're putting on a cleavage and all your boobs are out and you're going for the first date, this man will just be thinking about having sex. How soon can I have sex with Joyce? You know, a man's mind is always calculating, how long will it take me to convince this lady to have sex with her? So you don't need to reveal too much. And more importantly, you can use an example of the TV presenters. If you watch carefully, the news presenters, one of their rules is not to reveal too much, because people will be distracted when they're watching the news program. And one of their training, I'm sure they are told, when you go live or when you're reading the news, you must really not reveal too much. So use that concept of TV presenters, especially the ones who are reading news. I know there are some TV stations that can be funny and the lady wants to look so sexy and reveal so much. But most TV presenters, the way they dress, I would dress like that. Of course, if you don't like high heels, remember the key thing is being comfortable. Don't dress for the man, but try to look nice. Not like those people who join my meet and mingle show, looking very, very, very not so good. But thank you for your question, Joyce Rua. I hope I answered you. Medina Etatia. Hello, Benjamin. Is it wrong to help the person you love financially? Because the comments I get is that once you're helping a guy who is not able financially, then he's just using me. Thank you so much for your question, Medina. To respond to your question, it can be wrong. Yes, it can be wrong if somebody's using you. And the way to know that a person is using you is when there is no accountability. If this guy is taking money from you, he has to prove to you, this is how I am spending this money. And this is the proof. So that you can see, the more I'm putting money to this guy's life, I can see something is going on. He is not just lying and coming back and telling me, oh, I'm so sick, Medina. I'm sick again. I think Corona is back ×2. I need money. No. Even when somebody says that you're sick, there must be evidence that this person is actually sick and needs financial help. Also, in addition, if you have the money, I mean, if it's your money, by the way, it's Medina's money, and nobody should control you on how to spend the money or who should you give or not. If you're willing to support the person and you're doing it from your heart, go ahead and do it. There is something about giving and receiving. Those who give more, they receive more. But just remember, if there's no evidence that this person is doing something serious and spending your money in the right way, then you're being used. And you should question every time you're sending the money for evidence if something is being done using that money. And don't spend more than you can regret. Let me repeat the last statement. Do not spend your money on someone more than you can ever regret. Remember that all the time. Eli, thank you so much. Likuyani, thank you for tagging your friend. Good afternoon. Welcome to this Sunday question and answer session. If you're watching for the first time, You can watch a repeat for other previous Sundays. So I welcome you here. Feel free to ask a question. And I really appreciate you finding time to come here. Sharifa Natukunda, can you go in a relationship with a man without divorced and he can't wed you? Sharifa Natukunda, please write your question again slowly. I can't understand the English. A man without divorced and he can wed you. All right. I really don't understand that English, Sharifa. Sorry about that. Simon Buana, if you want to fuck and the lady is stingy, how do you deal with that? I'm not so sure about that. Mind your language, Simon Buana. Mind your question. Otherwise, don't take my show to be for jokes. I'm not joking, my friend. I'm working here. This is a business going on here. Daniel Kiria, no stingy man. He knows where to spend his money and with whom. If you found him stingy, knows you're just house decoration and not his type. Daniel Kiria, thank you for your response there. Medina, another question here by Medina. Keep sharing the video and tagging your friends. Secondly, what do you do when your man starts to ignore you? And extra jealous boyfriend, he posts female friends and always have issues you talking to anybody male. Okay. When a man begins ignoring you, that's a red flag. I hosted a lady. Some of you watched her. The video is still there on the YouTube. She's been married for 7 years. And before she got married, I asked her about the ex-boyfriends. And she said one of the things that made her to choose the husband is because the exes were always ignoring her. You know, these men who disappear for 1 week, 1 month, and come back and act as if nothing is wrong. And they only come back when they're very horny and they want money. I'm sure you've met such kind of men. When a man disappears on you for 2 weeks and come back when he's very horny and wants money, the only solution is to ignore him completely. That's the best solution that you can do for yourself. Because if you keep on entertaining somebody who disappears and comes back, you are part of the problem. No matter how handsome or how intelligent or how this thing can work between the two of you, you cannot fix somebody who disappears and appears. Right now, you're watching me. You haven't talked for 1 week. And then next week, he will come back and act as if everything is okay. Don't tolerate such. Don't do that. Don't do it. So ignore them, but ignore them completely. The other part of your question, an ex or jealous boyfriend, he posts female friends. That's very bad. He doesn't respect you and doesn't respect you as a potential girlfriend to be. So you are just being used by that gentleman. I wouldn't be posting other women, and I have a woman in my life. It's a joke. That is jokes. Those are jokes. You should be a young man. But all in all, if a man controls you from talking to male friends, listen to his concerns. I'm a man and I speak as a man. First, you have to sit with him down and talk about it. Why don't you want me to talk with Benjamin? What is wrong about it? And let the man explain to you into details. This is what I see when you talk with him. This is what it's doing to us. And this is how it's affecting me as a man. But if you find a man controlling you from speaking to all men, there's a problem with that guy. Very insecure, still very mature, and thinks that he can own you and control you and tell you who to talk to and to talk with. We have such men. We have such husbands, sadly speaking. And avoid them as soon as possible. Right from the beginning. If you notice that behavior, marriages or wedding will not change such a person. He needs help. Insecure people needs help. Insecurity kills. People kill people out of malicious suspicions. So when you notice somebody is so insecure, you have to tell them from the beginning before it becomes too late and too difficult to deal with it. Medina, all the best. Sharifa Natukunda, I have a man, but he doesn't want to divorce, and he said he love and he want to wed me, Benja. It can happen, Sharifa. I don't think it can happen. The man wants sex from you. People should divorce completely. If they don't want to divorce, they want you as a second wife. So Sharifa, do you want to be a second wife? If the answer is yes, then get married. If the answer is no, leave the married man alone. Leave him alone. Okay, Megan, I've seen you. Thank you so much. What is your question? Have you shared the video? Yeah, Simon Bwana, I said not all TV stations. Try to watch more bigger TV stations like CNN or BBC, and you will see how those ladies dress. Very decent, because you don't want to be distracting. But I can open my TV channel and I will tell the ladies to dress in a certain way. It's my TV company, and I want them to dress in a way that all men will always be watching my TV. So that's why I say there are other TV stations that can be weird in their way of dressing, especially for the news presenters. Okay. Let me see the next question. What is your next question? Thank you, as Gisele, for tagging a friend. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Medina, you're welcome. You're welcome. Evelyn Bosibori, thank you for tuning in all the way from Nakuru and watching this video from our YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. I always see you every Sunday, so thank you so much. Sir Lucas, watching from California, the US, thank you. Lispa, happy Sunday to you too. Thank you. Mali Mali, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Benjamin. Thanks for the show. Watching from Ayelango Immaculate, watching from Njeran. Okay, thank you. Thabo, there is no link. This is just a question and answer session. No link for joining this show. You only ask your question and then we respond. Okay, Moy Charles. Hi, Benjamin. How do I handle a girlfriend who always complains about anything she has done for you? For instance, if you started dating, then the financial status was still down, and then you progress without her contribution, but you have been dating. And then she's always telling you how poor or unstable she found you. It's really hurting. Moy Charles. Sorry about that. It happens. Ladies have a tendency of bringing back. Let me talk to the ladies who are watching. Most ladies have a weakness. I don't know if it's a weakness or it's their kind of life of bringing up the past issues. It's not. It's common. A wife, a girlfriend will bring up the other issues. Sometimes it's okay to bring up the other issues, the past ones, the past mistakes. Benjamin, you did this to me. Charles, you did this to me. But it is wiser if you bring an issue that happened previously, maybe last year or 2 years ago. Let it be related with what is going on now. If it was the cheating problem 2 years ago, and you found me cheating or you found Charles cheating, then you can bring that cheating incident back again in the discussion. But don't bring an issue that is totally not related with what's going on right now. But Charles, yes, if your girlfriend is always saying that, the best thing for you to do as a man is to have a very polite discussion, face to face, and tell her, whenever you bring these issues and when you say these things, it affects me as a man, and I don't feel okay every time you bring this. So remind her, words are very powerful. Words can be Words can break your heart completely. Words can discourage you from somebody that you're supposed to be together with. Sometimes people don't know what they're saying. They are very stressed. Maybe your girlfriend or your woman is just too tired, working every day, and her family members are not giving her the peace she needs. And even where she works, she's going through a lot of stress, and then direct that stress to you instead of finding out that there are other things that are bothering her. But also, Charles, you have to take a blame. When a lady is complaining or bringing up the issues, she could be right. Because I know stories where a man becomes successful after being supported and adds another woman or starts to feel like a boss and starts to misbehave and mistreat the same lady who brought him up. I hope you're not one of them. If somebody has helped you to reach where you have reached, don't forget the things they did to you if you're still together. Never ever forget that. So the moment you want to disrespect her, you have to remember how this woman has been there for you. This lady has worked hard to support me. Why am I punishing her now? Why am I being disrespectful to her? I should hurt other people instead of just putting her into a lot of pain and stress. So think about it, Charles. What do you do to make this lady complain? And start from there. But if you do nothing, which I think in most cases, most ladies will have to complain if you're doing something wrong and you don't want to change. What have you been doing this year that is not okay? Change that. All the best, Charles. Thank you so much for your question. Rayali, what's your question here? Let me see the next question here. Keep on sharing the video. We still have about 40 minutes to go. When a guy love you and have another girlfriend and ask him to, do you love me? And say, I don't love you, but I don't want to lose you. What do you do? Rayali. What do you do? If you found out that, Benjamin, I have a woman, and I don't want to lose you, as Rayali, what should you do? That means I'm sorry to say, you are desperate. You're very desperate unless you are a second wife. When you are a second wife, then we can know that you are legally married to the guy. But when a man tells you, I don't want to lose you, it's not you. I don't want to lose the benefits that I'm getting from you, Rayali. And it's always sex. If you have money, then that's a bonus. It's money and sex, nothing else. Nothing else I'm getting from this lady called Rayali. So I can lose you, but so long as there is sex and there is money coming from you, we are okay. We are perfectly okay. So what to do? If you are my sister, I will tell you, please leave the man alone. Let him deal with other women and find a man who respects you and values you as a human being. Can you tell that man the same thing? Let's call him Philip. Philip, I have another boyfriend, is called Benjamin. Very handsome guy somewhere. Not me as an example. Tell him like that. Philip, I have a Benjamin who is in, let's say, in Canada. And tell him, I don't love you, but I don't want to lose you. And tell me if Philip will stay there for more than 2 weeks. So in short, that Philip, you will just be using him for money. And that's not a good game. So Rayali, can you become a queen and peacefully leave Philip alone to deal with his women? Doi Abel, mambo vipi mzee baba? Mambo poa sana, mambo vipi wewe pia? Umeshindaje? Okay, all right. Jay Martins, thank you for tuning in from Netherlands. I really appreciate that. Andelo watching from Uganda. Okay. The next question here, let me see the next question here. Wincy Raft Love. Bro, what if a man ignores you and his kids after umesonga mbele anadai watoto? Please, I need help here. Wow. That's a very difficult one. I have no specific answer to that. And this one, the answer for this question is, it depends with you. It depends with the mother of the child or the children. The final decision is yours. So if from your heart you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't try to do it. If it's coming from your heart, let me just do this. But there is no specific answer. Even all the ladies who are watching here who are mothers, and that we can tell them or advise them, when a man comes up, this is what you should do. It's not going to work, because everyone has a story. Everyone's story is very different. We have no idea how you broke up. We have no idea what led to your breaking up. We have no idea about your personality as Wincy and the personality of this guy. So there is no specific solution. But for me, what I would tell you, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, then just don't do it. And I hope there will be a final solution for the two of you and for your children as days and years keep going and keep moving. All the best, Wincy. Neymar, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Kakengano Hajara. I'm just asking whether is it still possible to get a true husband, mostly a Ugandan, because relationships are no longer easy. Kakengano Hajara, yes, it's possible. It is possible. Relationships are not difficult. It's people who are difficult. People are happily married. They're watching this show. Hajara, you can join my meet and mingle every Saturday and Sunday from 10 p.m. East African time to find, if you can be lucky to find somebody. But I want to encourage you that it also depends with your position. As Hajara, what do you have? What baggages do you have? Because most of the men that I know these days, if a man is over the age of 30, and let's assume he's single. Yes, I posted something the other day saying that 95% of men who are over 30, they're not single. They're not really 100% single. There's someone somewhere, there's a child somewhere, there are children somewhere. Most of them, they're not really single. And that's the saddest reality. So in as much as you would want a relationship as Hajara, most of those men will see how much do you have. How much baggage? Baggage is like, what are you carrying here on your back? So that it's not going to be stressful. When you watch my shows, the meet and mingle, most men ask, do you have children? And when you say, I have a son, I have daughters, and then the man just changes his face. He was smiling and changes his face, because to him, that is a baggage. That is something that he has to go and deal with it. And remember, you're going to be together. And so I'm not saying that it's going to be hard. I'm not saying that you are a mother. I'm just saying the baggage that you carry, it can not only be about children. It could be about your personality. Do you have anger issues? Do you have so many people depending on you from your home? So you're still supporting your brothers and sisters, which happens to so many of us. So in short, you are coming into this man's life as somebody who also needs help. And last but not least, it depends with your location. Somebody typed there on the comment section, relationships have become hard because of where you stay. Where you stay can determine if you're going to meet somebody. Location, location, location. You are in a country that you can't go for any date. You can't go outside. You can't meet people. Time is going. Time is moving. So at the end of the day, relationships will become harder as you become older. And as you age, the people that you could have met, most of them, they are no longer single. Where are you at the moment? It's very important. And when you start dating or looking for a serious man, like you're looking for a Ugandan serious man, Don't look for far, or from a man who is in Uganda. Start from where you are. Where you are. That's where you begin from, so that you make your relationships easier by dating people who are next to you. You can meet them every Sunday easily. All the best. Simon Bonham. Please, Benjamin, if you date a girl and she's always pressuring you to marry her, yet you want to look for money first, is it because she's desperate and she has not trust in you? Simon Buenam. I don't know. There are reasons why a lady wants to get married. Yeah, she could be desperate. Time is running out, my friend. These ladies, it reaches a certain age that the lady cannot date you for fun, for jokes. What if you disappoint her after you get the money? So they're also going running again. If you are a woman, you will understand. These people are going against time. And if you're not ready to settle down, so one of the things is just to be honest. I don't want to get married now. Just be honest. I know if you tell her she's going to run away, then you will miss all the sex, which I understand. But if you really don't want to settle down, don't try it. Don't force yourself. Obviously, don't make her pregnant. There are men who take the option of making her pregnant. Let me make her pregnant to cool her down. This pregnancy is not a solution. Making a woman pregnant so that she can be quiet and see that you're serious has never and will never be a solution. You are piling the problem. You are adding another permanent problem to this lady. It reaches a point you have to just be point blank and say, hey, I don't think I'm settling down very soon. I love you, I respect you, but maybe the timing was not okay for both of us. And set yourself free. Unless you're benefiting. It's benefits of sex and the money. Should be those two things. So Simon, it's not about the trust. Because marriage cannot change unfaithful person. There is no marriage that has made somebody to become more faithful. In fact, it's now permanent. You are together with a very unfaithful person. Dowry paid and everything. And now that is even more painful. You would rather even not have wedded or had a wedding or a marriage. So please, Simon, have a discussion and tell the lady to give you some time, which is realistic and with a deadline. I would say give me 1 year. By the end of this year, if you don't see anything progressing, then just know I'm not ready to marry. And the lady should smarten up. Ladies, wake up. Watch my YouTube video about how do you know that a man is ready to marry you. Let me send a link of that channel, the YouTube video. You should be watching some of my YouTube videos. Has anyone ever watched that YouTube video? How do you know that a man is ready to marry you? So that you don't waste 2 more years in the name of love. And the guy has no plans, absolutely zero plans to marry you. Let me search for it on my laptop here and send to you guys the link. I hope you watch this video today. The ladies who are streaming this video right now, it's just 7 minutes. It's just 7 minutes video. 7 minutes can change your life completely. You have been wasting 3 years, but this 7 minute video can tell you that the 3 years you've been dealing with this romantic and handsome man, it has been a waste of time and energy. That is the link. That is the video that you need to watch. Leave a comment after watching it and share the video to your sister and tell her, my sister, wake up. This so-called boyfriend is one of those this guy is talking about in the YouTube video. Is it common among us, but not always? Okay, all right. Gisela, thank you for your feedback there. Naima Neema Kavumbi, Benjamin, I have my boyfriend and he never texts me back until I text him. There is any love. I'm forcing myself. Yeah, this is common these days. People ask me what should I do. I normally say there's nothing you can do. People text people they want or they value. If there is no money and sex involved, I'm repeating these two things because these are the two things controlling social media and most relationships: money and sex. If the man does not get sex from you, Naima, whether it's video sex or audio sex, whatever you want to call it, and if he doesn't get money from you, I don't think he will text you, honestly speaking. Most men will never text you. After 3 months, 4 months, it has to be those two. But when you are not giving him sex and you're not giving him money, but he can text you, then he values you. He values the relationship. He values you as a Naima, which is really difficult for so many men to do. I know that. So what can you do? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. The way you have said you're forcing yourself into this person, you are absolutely doing that. So one of the other things to do is, because I said nothing, then you also don't text. Stay online, look for somebody who is more interesting, keep on talking, keep on chatting. Remember, you're not married yet, so you have the freedom to talk to other people. Ladies, why do you take a relationship of online or somebody you have met here online and then you act and behave as if finally now I'm a married woman, I can't talk to anyone, I can't inbox anyone, I can't chat with anyone? No. You have to keep on talking with other more people. As you talk with many people, you are discovering how men think and how men react, especially as a lady. How to detect a jealous person, an insecure man, a man with anger issues. So you're sampling one by one. Okay, this is how men behave. This is the kind of personality. So at the end of the day, keep yourself busy. Ignore. When people ignore you, you ignore them times 2. And it hurts to see them online. But if they really, really respected you and they want you, they will text you. But because there's nothing they're getting from you as Naima, why should they text you? Why? Why on earth would somebody text you if they are getting nothing from you? Eli Likuyani, thank you so much, Eli. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Musimbi Jacqueline, thank you so much for tuning in from our YouTube channel. I hope you subscribe. Those who have already subscribed to our YouTube, thank you. By the end of the video, please check my YouTube channel and subscribe today and leave a comment in one of the videos that you will find very interesting. Kakegano Hajara, Benjamin, what does it take to get a true lover as in a husband? Good question. I think I've done it. It's also in my YouTube, but that's a longer video. But to make a summary of that video is sometimes there's nothing much you can do. If a man wants you, he wants you. He wants to marry you, he wants to marry you. But you see, that's not a very good answer. That is trying to win a man's heart. There's nothing much you can do. If a man really wants you, there's nothing much you can do to win or make him change his mind to fall in love with you. But there are things that you can do depending on the man, the men you will meet. Hajara, basic things. Make sure that you have worked on your past. Sorry, excuse me, is that Corona? God forbid. There is something called past experiences and past mistakes. If you have not corrected them, So you are going into someone's life with a lot of anger and bitterness. Eh? You hate men, you hate sex, you hate relationships, but you still want a man. If you're going with this hate and this bitterness, it will show, it will be seen. A man will make just one small mistake, he ignores you for 24 hours, and then you act so annoyed because you're still going through a lot of anger and bitterness in the past. So one way of attracting somebody who is serious is by making sure that finally you have healed, you have moved on, you have accepted your mistakes, and now you are willing to try it again. As I always say, if you are willing to be heartbroken again, when you reach that stage to be heartbroken again, you're willing to go through it, then you're ready to date. You're ready to fall in love. But if you know in your heart, I'm not again ready to go through this, then you need time. Take your time. Take your time. I don't know how long you can take. People say time heals, but time is also going. Time is going. Time is moving. Time waits for no man. But if you're willing again to try again, make sure that you're willing to be heartbroken and to go through it. But I'm not saying that you're going to be heartbroken. What I mean is your heart is clean. You are a happy woman. You have known so much about yourself. You know what you want. You know what annoys you. You know what you like in a man. You understand how men think and what men want. So you have grown up. But if you have not reached there, then don't try to get married. Make sure you also read and understand what marriage is all about. Nobody is going to teach you, but there is a lot of information online, free of charge, for you to read every time you're free about making a marriage work. Those books and videos are available from people who have made theirs work. Get that knowledge so that you don't make mistakes when you get married. Amina, thank you so much. Thank you. Moi Charles. Okay, Moi Charles. I see your comment here. You're saying the girlfriend that you're dating is still at school. Probably that is one of the reasons. She's still young. She's still at school. And balancing school and relationship, my friend Moi Charles, it's difficult. It's a lot of stress. I don't know whether you mean high school or you mean college. People who are in college, their relationship is just for discovering who they are. And that's why I say don't make this lady pregnant. I hope you have not made her pregnant. I'm just hoping. So let her complete the studies and have a job so that she doesn't stress you more. If you make her pregnant and she stops going to college, that means as Moi Charles, you have to take care of the child together with her. Allow her to complete her studies and then you can move it to another step. Okay. Let me see another question. Jean Mario. Hey, Benjamin. What is easier for me, flying to Rwanda and meet a woman without telling her where I live, or first date on the internet? I don't know. What is easier? Easier is just date a relationship that you can manage. Be in a relationship that you can handle. Jean, what do you really want? What you really want is very important. So have a relationship that you can manage. This one is manageable. If you want to travel, fly to Rwanda without telling her, is a lot of secrets going on there. So you're making your life difficult and this lady's life difficult. Make it easier for yourself. Don't complicate things. Jean, Mario. Why are you complicating so many things? It's like a movie. William Kebira, thank you so much for following all the way from Nakuru. I appreciate. Thank you so much. Angela Florida, thank you for tuning in. Thank you. What is your question as we wind up right now? All right, let's go on. If your question is much more sensitive or you don't want people to read your question, you can send me in my inbox. I will read it without mentioning your name. And once again, if you're watching for the first time, thank you. I hope you follow the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I hope to see you again the next coming Sunday. Remember, the show or this live stream is every Sunday around this time. So you might set your alarm so that next Sunday you don't miss the same session again. And you can watch the repeat of the other sessions with the link that is on this caption of this video today. Those who are sharing, thank you so much. Rebecca Ondieki, thank you for subscribing to our channel today. Thank you. Evelyn Wanga, is it for single ladies and men's only? I don't know that question. Can you please clarify that? Okay. Destiny Chinenye, how can you tell that the guy appreciate you and respect you? It's by actions, by the actions. Destiny, it's just the actions. If you request them to do this and they do it, then they respect you. If you request them to do something and they say, I will do it, and they never do it again, then they don't respect you. You tell your son, if you don't complete your homework, you will not play video game. And you find him playing video game, he has not completed the video work, the homework, then he is disrespecting you. So what do? You punish the boy, or you help him to do the homework, and after he has completed, then allow him to play the video game. So try to look at it in a very simple way that way. When people tell you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to change, I will do this, they must do it. If they don't do it, then they don't respect you completely. They are just taking you for a ride. Brian Uganda, thank you so much for watching from Qatar. Okay, Moy Charles, I can see you're saying the lady's in college, so let her complete her studies. Nabure Caroline, yes. Yeah, I normally tell those ladies who are looking for white men, white women, whatever you're looking for, you have to go where they are. Nobody's going to bring to you a white man. You have to go where they are found. If you have no means of going there are websites online that you will pay money and they do the job for you. So because you have no chance to travel and to go where they are, pay money. Give another man to go and look for that man for you and bring him to where you are. These people are looking for white man. Casina, I'm going to check in my message right now. The link for getting married is there. Rocco Janet, check the comments right now, or go to my YouTube channel, Benjamin J.R. Bogonko. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and then look for that video. There are more than 100 videos there. There's a question here. Hi, Benjamin. There is a cousin of mine who claims that he loves and he wants to marry me. He takes care of my kids, okay? But we have not done sex with him at all. He's even planning to buy a plot and build a house for me so that I can move and we stay together with him. And he is a married guy. Should I wait for him to buy for me the land? Then I tell him I will never have sex with you. Please hide my identity. Cousin. This lady has said her cousin wants to marry her, but he's a married cousin. No. The person who sent me that message, first of all, that is so bad. It's very bad. It's very bad. But these things happen anyway. Cousins have sex and stuff like that. But what he wants is sex from you. There is no man who will buy land and build a house for you for free without sex. Only Jesus Christ can do that for you. It's only Jesus who will help you to get a land and money and a house for free without sex. So my advice to you, stop that relationship completely. God forbid, don't try to do it. He is a cousin. He is married. There are so many bad things. Pray to God that you find your own house or your own man to help you to get your house. So I cannot encourage you to do that. It's very, very wrong. Very wrong. And you cannot use a man that let him build a house for me. And then I will finally tell him there is no sex. Building a house doesn't take 1 week. If he's a very, very rich guy, he can build a house within 1 month. But the longer the house is taking, the more sex will be amassed. Shame on that guy. Don't try that. I have a question here. Hi, Benjamin. When is the right time to disclose your HIV status to a guy you're dating? Thank you so much for the lady who asked me this question. I think disclosing HIV status should be immediately. Don't hide it. Don't hide it. This is something serious, and it is also in some countries' laws. If you infect somebody knowingly, you're supposed to go in jail because you are cutting their life, putting their health at risk without considering their future. And so just tell the person, I'm living with HIV, and would you like us to continue this relationship? The same thing, how would you feel if a man doesn't tell you and disclose this information to you, and he knows that he's sick, and then finally tells you that I feared losing you? It is so sad. So when you think about it, it's very sad. So just be honest from the word go. Just say it. One more question here. Let me check in my inbox. It's a very long question here. I have this guy. We have been dating for like 2 years now. 2 years now. But left him in Uganda. I'm in the Dubai working. When in Uganda, this guy showed me love. He was also supportive and really cared about me. But while I was this side of Dubai, he told me that I should forgive him. And then I told him, for what? He said, I'm sorry. I have slept with the 2 of your sisters. I have slept with your 2 cousins. And I forgave him for 1 month. After 1 year, he then said, forgive me. I told him on what again? He said to me that there's this girl I got pregnant and she's given birth, but I don't stay with her, but I still love you. Only thing I do is cater for the baby. I said, okay. Then we started talking again. So last time when we were talking, I talked to him and I told him I'm fed up and the only people I have are my dad, my mom, and my son. Then he got pissed off. And then he said that what you said, only people are your mom, dad, son, and I'm not among them. So my reply to him was that, would you want me to say, after all things you have done to me, you want to be among? Till then, he never texted now, going to make 2 weeks. Wow. This lady has seen a lot of drama. And that's why the other day I commented something. I don't know, some of you saw on my Facebook page. I said, a lady sent a message and said, I'm going to be away from this man for 2 years until 2 years are over. That's when we're going to meet each other. Should I start using sex toys or cheat on him? And then I said, sometimes after those 2 years, the man might have 2 children. And people said, Benjamin, you are discouraging people. You are breaking people's relationships. And you can see this story. This man has slept with 2 cousins of that lady, has impregnated one, and maybe he has not even told her there's another pregnant in waiting. My point is this. In long distance, if you are a mother and you're listening to me, if you have met a man online, you have a son, like the lady was just sent me a message, I understand you need a man. We know that. If you have a daughter, we know that you need a man. Those who come to my Meet and Mingle show, I really understand from my heart that you really need a serious man. But the moment it starts with a long distance relationship, and then you spend your money on this guy, and then you can see you're not going to see each other in the next 2 years. Remember, you're not married. You're not even married. This is a dating game that you're doing. The challenge you're facing is this man is not your husband. That means he can do anything. You can send him money and he can use the same money to sleep with your 2 cousins very comfortably. I'm sure the money he spent on these 2 cousins that you're writing about, you are the one who sent the money to him. So if I was a lady, what would I do? What would I do? And a man has done that to me. Forgiving does not mean forgetting. But you don't forgive people who have disrespected you by sleeping with your own cousins. That means they are capable of sleeping with your own daughter. If you have a daughter, they are capable of sleeping with your other sisters, blood sisters. They are capable of doing all that. And if they have made pregnant of other women, that means there is no relationship. There's nothing going to happen between the 2 of you. You are too far. You can't be together. It's impossible. You are punishing your life. You're punishing your feelings. I don't know if ladies are making sense. You are going through a lot of pain. Somebody is far away. And when you look at your contract, most of you are working on contracts that you cannot go home, even when somebody has died. Can you imagine? And some of you, I don't know, in the comments, you can reply now. If you received bad news that so-and-so has died in your family, will you travel? Is it possible? Let me see on the comment. Can you really travel if somebody dies in your home country now? If you can't even go for the burial, so what is the relationship doing to you, to your mind and to your heart? What is it doing to you? And then most of you say the man was so good in the first week, the first month, he was really good. The woman was so good the first 2 weeks, the first 2 months, but now he has changed. Why? Because there is no chance of meeting each other. I mean, surely. This is something that I have to keep on repeating. You can see there is no chance of meeting each other. It's going to take longer. The longer it takes, there is room for so many mistakes. You as a lady, you have a child, so you cannot risk having another child. You can't do that. You know what it has cost you. But the other guy, most men will impregnate. I can impregnate all the viewers. and still walk confidently okay. That's our society. So this gentleman who is far away, if you're dating a man who is far away, do not put all your seriousness in this guy. That's what I'm just saying. That's just what I'm saying. You only become serious if you are sure that you are going to be together. And by together, I mean you're going to be in a place that you can be together. Long distances, the only solution is being together. But for the married people, that's another story. They're already married. This is my wife. I have children. I am far away. And we see each other once in a while. And they respect each other for that. You are known in the family. Both of you are known as husbands and wife. And you are supporting your children. You are there for your children. That's the main purpose. But the other people that I'm talking about, my friend, you can do whatever you want to do. You can say I'm discouraging you. But sometimes the truth sets you free. The truth helps you to sober up. The truth will make you to think deeply. Am I doing this because my son doesn't have a father? Am I doing this because my daughter doesn't have a father? Why am I pushing this so hard? There's no future being together with this person. My contract is coming to an end, but I still need to work. No jobs in my country. That means even if I go back home, I will still come back to this place. Will he follow me? He will not. So why am I struggling so hard? Why are we struggling so hard to make this thing work? That is my message. So the lady who sent me that message, your boyfriend is sleeping with your two cousins. Forget about him, block him, and keep moving. Focus on your son. The gifts that you are planning to send to this man back in your home country, make your son a king. In fact, you can even change your son's school. Take him to a better school so that he will learn a lot by meeting very smart people around them. Other than supporting somebody sleeping with your cousins, and at the same time, you are ignoring your son. And your son is the one next on the line. If he doesn't get a very good upbringing, schools can help. A better school can help somebody to become very serious and become very successful in life. That money and the support you're giving this guy, divert it to your child or your children, and you will thank me at the end of it all. Finally, there's a question here. Hello, Benjamin, with the same issue of my ex-husband. He went through the lawyer, and we were given responsibilities on how to take care of the child because that's what we wanted. But when he heard that the child will not be allowed to go anywhere without the accompaniment of the mother, he was so frustrated. Now he calls to talk with his baby, but still giving me conditions. For example, he's an SDA, and as we are Catholics, the other child should be attending his church from where I am. He was claiming at the lawyer that he wants to get married. That's why he is taking responsibility. But to my surprise, the father doesn't know that all this has happened. The lawyer issue and everything that had been going on. He is a very respectful man, but these children never involve him in their decisions. Does it mean he is not ready to move on? I used to do it literally everything for him. He has no respect even in front of my parent. He abuses me. Will he ever respect any woman? He always says women are useless. Oh my goodness. The lady who sent me the message here, issues to do with divorce are very complicated, and raising children or co-parenting is one of the difficult things. I think maybe it's just in our African setting, sorry to use the race card. I've tried to look for parents who have divorced and to talk about their co-parenting, how they're raising children together. But most of them still say the divorce process doesn't end after signing the papers. It's a long process. And some children will still side with their father. Others are siding with the mother. I mean, it's a complex thing. It's a very complicated thing. And I have no better words to tell you. Yes, you can involve the lawyers, which is a very good thing. If I were you, I would say some conditions, you might rethink them. It doesn't mean when a lawyer has signed or a lawyer said this, you can rethink them. And as some of the two ladies that I hosted here who divorced 2 years ago, they said that they finally made the interest of their children to take over. What does your child really want? If your child is not at risk with this man, his life is safe, and the man cannot harm or mislead your child to do bad things, then you allow the child's interest to take over. But if you put the child between the two of you, then you will fight over and over again. So those ladies, when they told me, I wish you can watch that video. I hosted them here. It's there in my YouTube channel. They said it reaches a stage that you can change, you can adjust the conditions that you've put as time goes, because you're trying to reach an agreement. A divorce is a disagreement. It's unloving the person you are loving. And you can imagine the person you are planning to be together. Now you are planning not to be together, but there's a child, there are children in between. So that you have to try as much as you can, in as much as you cannot be together again, to continuously trying to reach an agreement. And for that man, if he watches this video, the one you're talking about, yeah, he can also try to adjust and understand our marriage didn't work, but the interest of the child is very important, and he shouldn't force things to the child. You should ask the child, what do you want? What do you prefer? If the child prefers something, then you let it go. The interest of the child now takes over. As you support, you do your bit. As the father, and the mother is doing her bit. But as I began by answering that question, it's very complex. It's very complicated. You have said the man disrespects even your own parent. Such a person, to change their mind and to change their behaviors or their habits, it's really tough. But I wish you well. I wish you well. And in everything that you're going through with your man, I wish you well. I wish you well. Finally, let me see if there's one more question before we finish the Sunday question. How was it today, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the comments if we tried to assist you in one way or another. If you learned something, I would really appreciate to hear your feedback on the comments right now before I go. And if there's a question that I skipped, I'm sorry about it. Medina, thank you so much. The fact that you're always online and taking out your time to explain and give free advice shows your love for humanity and changing the society. I salute you, and thanks for making sure some of us never lose our self-esteem. You're incredibly a wonderful person. Thank you, Medina. I really appreciate your kind words. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oroko Janet, kuna haja ya kuintroduce watoto wako kwa Charlie before getting married or being introduced to your in-laws while dating online? Yeah, you can, but it's not really a must. But kuna haja, ndio kuna haja. Lakini watu wengi vile nawajua, mambo ya kudate mtu na watoto, jiulize kama anataka kutumia kwanza. But also usitumie, don't use the guy or the man to become the father figure of your children. If that is your mission, it should be the last on the list. Your mission should be, you have a peace of mind as a woman, as a mother, and that peace of mind, any mother who is looking for another dating partner, the peace of her mind is very important. And then this peace will be transferred to your children. Once you are peaceful, your children will be peaceful, And then the man in your life, both of you now, you'll become very peaceful. But if the man is not going to give you the peace of mind, or you're going to use him to fulfill certain things about your children, then you will fight a lot. You will fight a lot, and it will affect you so much. So we finished the talk today, question and answer session. If you watch for the first time, I want to sincerely again say thank you. Thank you for your time. You can follow this page right now. Just click on the follow button, and also my YouTube channel, Benjamin Junior Bogonko. Subscribe, leave a comment on any video that is there. And lastly, you can also follow me on my Instagram. I want to play for you this video about how to know that a man is getting married, wants to marry you. So I want you to spare 7 minutes. Watch this video right now. I know some of you have never watched it before, but I want you to watch it today and see what I spoke about. Tell me what you think about this video right now. Let me play it on your screens. This is my channel here, Benjamin J. Abogonko. You can subscribe. Let me play for you that video as you watch and listen. All the ladies who are thinking of marriage, this video is for you right now. In this video, I'm going to share with you what I may call as indications when you are dating a man, you as a woman, and you have specific intentions to settle down with him, making him becoming your husband. What is marriage? Marriage, a quick definition, if you check out right now, is a legally or a formally recognized union between two partners, specifically and historically speaking, between a man and a woman. Legal or formally recognized union. But before I give you this indication that a man is actually ready to formalize the relationship and make you his wife, I want to briefly share with you something very important between men and women, the distinction when it comes to dating. One of the main bigger differences between a man and a woman when they're dating is, for men, when they are in a relationship, they see it as at the moment. They take it as now. In other words, they don't really think and tell you about the future, where it's heading to. Only a few cases, few men will be very confident if they are ready to settle down as soon as possible. They will tell you from the onset. But a majority of the men, they see that relationship that you are in with him, that they are just seeing it at the moment. But for the women, a majority of the women, once they meet a man that they really feel from their heart and through their analysis about him, they see that relationship as something in the future. They see the man as a potential husband together with her. And this leaves a woman with a bigger challenge to see and understand if indeed that relationship is leading to that marriage that she is hoping for. Sometimes you will date a man for more than 6 months, and once you do not understand what's going on, it's important to listen and hear these indications to help you know that this man is actually intending to marry you. One of the first indication is he makes you his priority. A majority of men, they have their priorities set out. Maybe it's their family, it's their job, it's their business. But every time you as a woman, you're dating him after more than 6 months and you strongly feel that you are also amongst the top priorities in his life, that's a good sign. It's a good indication that he is actually intending to marry you. But if you feel that in his list of priorities, you don't fit in there, maybe you're in the bottom side of the list of the priorities, that's not a good indication. The second sign or indication is this man is willing, and I mean willing, to compromise and sacrifice in making major decisions that will lead you two together. You see, most relationships are involved with making compromises and sacrifices.
For example, if a man is staying in another country far away from you, he must show that he is willing to compromise and have you move and stay together with you to make the relationship work. So being able to make these major sacrifices and compromises is a good sign that actually the relationship is leading to marriage. The third indication is this man wants to meet your family. He wants to see them. He wants to interact with them. He wants to talk with them, with your younger brothers and sisters if you have them, your parents, if they're still alive with you. He wants to see them. And he's also very willing for you to come and see his family, interact with his brothers and sisters, his parents, even his closest friends. He's willing to do that, and he's very confident in doing that. Now pay attention every time he's introducing you to his family. How does he talk about you? And how specifically does his family members treat you? Very important. The other fourth indication that shows that this man is actually ready to settle down with you is you as a woman, you feel that you're actually a part and parcel of his future plans. This man does not make major plans about his future without involving you. He doesn't surprise you that this week, this month, this year, I'm going to do this. Every steps that he is making about his future major plans, you are involved and you know exactly what he is doing and how he is planning to do it. But keep in mind that sometimes some men will tell you their future plans and leave it at that. There must be practical steps and indications that he's actually moving towards what he is actually saying. In other words, as many people say, action speaks louder than words. Let him show you that what he is talking about, he is actually doing it to make you believe in him, that he's actually planning to be together with you. The last indication is every time you pop up this topic about the future, settling down and marriage together with him, he does not brush it off. He's willing to listen. He takes it seriously and offers his genuine concerns about his future plans together with you. Any man who backs off the moment you bring this talk to him, when will we settle down? What are your plans about marriage? How about kids? If he keeps on brushing off and backing off from this topic, that's not a good sign, and it's not a good indication that he really wants to be serious together with you. There are other many indications that will lead you to understand whether the relationship that you're currently in is actually heading to where you want, especially to be together with this person. But I hope from these 5 indications which I've shared with you, they will help you to understand where you are at the moment and where you're heading to. So if you liked anything about this video, please don't forget to drop in a comment down there below what you think about it. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can always see the new content which I'll post here. Please share this video to a family member or a friend that you feel will learn something from it too. Thank you so much for watching from the beginning up to the end, and I will see you again in the next video. Take care of yourself and all the best. Goodbye. Hello, hey there. This is Benjamin Bogonko, an inspirational speaker and also a teacher.
Hello. Yeah. So you can watch more of those videos. Thank you so much, ladies, for watching that video. And for those who just came in late, we have finished our weekly Sunday question and answer session. There are more videos in my YouTube channel that I want to encourage you. When you're free, just watch, leave a comment, share it to a friend, share it to a family member. I hope to see you again in the Meet and Mingle later on. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your Sunday. And I wish you a beautiful and an amazing week ahead. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for trying to respond to some of them. Thank you for sharing the video. And thank you for watching for the first time up to now. Thank you. See you in the next Sunday. Goodbye and enjoy your Sunday. Take care. Bye-bye.